You see what's going on today. What I'm about to do is fry me up some green tomatoes and show you how to get it going. Even got this little small joint. These are fresh, homegrown, fresh out the garden. Let's get it, let's go. Look out there now. What you know about that there, young buck? Look out there now. Somebody go look at it. Look. Go grab your auntie, your grandma, or something. They might know a little something about that more than you now. Ooh-wee. First batch. Now I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm geeking on a whole nother level. Cause I ain't never had no green tomatoes fresh out the garden like this. Old Southern recipe, let's get it. My favorite part about this recipe is you need little to nothing. I'm not gonna fry both of them. You got the little paper towel with the knife, got your cutting board, got a little pan with a little oil coming up. This for my marination, this for my breadcrumbs. That's all you need right there. Cornmeal, because cornmeal is always gonna stick to it a lot better. Cornmeal is great for the tomato because most everything else just slips right on off. Boy, look, I almost didn't even get to make this recipe this morning. Another pro tip, I repeat, you do not want to cover the tomatoes in oil. So you just need just enough to cover the base. Gotta keep them crispy. Crystals all day, every day. I do the Louisiana on a bad day, but I don't really care for nothing else. Maybe some red hot, but let me do a little PSA here. Keep this out. I don't give a damn what you say or what your mama say. It's hot sauce. I don't want it cold too. Let's see, some people might double dip and use an egg and flour and buttermilk and all that. Now don't get me wrong, it's just another step. It makes it super crispy. It's kind of stuff you find at the restaurants. Some places give you more crunch, but less flavor. I'm always looking for the more flavor. Now it's time to create that marinade. Some honey up in there. You see that there? You see them lines there? I'm gonna add a little more to this, of course. See, this is what y'all be fucking up on. Whether flour, cornmeal, whatever your batter is that you cover when you frying, season that joint up too. Extra flavor, a little more black pepper in there. This really for the end touch. You wanna come through and mix that all together. So look, you always wanna start by cutting off the little ends. Oh, you hear that? Nice and right too. Look at it. You gotta get them while they green before they turn red. Easy to fry so they don't get all mushy. I messed up a little bit on this cut, so I ain't gonna get too many out of this one here. Just like that, this little joint. I ain't never did one of these before. You see, it's trying to turn red on me. It's trying to get a little mushy, but I might have caught it just in time. Nope. Nope. Too late. Now you wanna take these joints, slap them on in there like that there. Then we're gonna come on the double back. I got a general rule. Season it twice both sides, depend on how big the meat is and other recipes. You may do it about 3 times. I'm all about season. You ain't seasoned, you ain't sneezing. Like I said once before. Better smack your teeth and taste one of these. Again. Next thing you wanna do, shake it like a salt shaker. I can smell it. She smell amazing. Then just put them in the fridge, let them marinate about 20-30 minutes. Now we just gotta let that grease warm up. There's a few ways you can test it. Drop a little bit in there. You can also test it with a thermometer. That's probably a lot more safe. A few rules in my kitchen that I always learned from my grandmother, my pops, my aunties. No children in the kitchen. We don't need nobody getting burnt. We don't need nobody getting hurt, especially when you're dealing with fried stuff. And you're not about to come in here nipping and picking and taking everything off this plate and eating before anybody else. Now, I'm gonna turn it up just a little more. It don't take long at all. Maybe about 10 minutes once you get your heat up to point. Now you just sit back and let them do their magic. Another pro tip, clean while you go. Makes it so much easier. Flip them in the batter, drop them straight in. You hear that? You gotta keep a close eye on them. You can't really mess around with them much at first, because else it'll try to come off. So there's one of them. That's about how I like mine. You can see when the outer rings start getting dark, they about done. Oh, somebody up! At this moment, I knew I had to readjust myself in the temperature. Here's the final product. There we are. They're a little greasy, and I might have dropped them in a little too early. Fried green tomatoes are great to go with breakfast, dinner, lunch, snack. I'm eating these as a little breakfast. Slap a little pops call that kickstart. Takes it over the top. And that's fried southern green tomatoes. Thank you for watching and checking out my fried green tomato recipe. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is my first time cooking and recording. I may have a little more coming. I'm excited. Stay tuned.